Hello, everyone. It's Mike Costello from Downtown Comics, and I'm here as always with James Rossman. James, how are we doing today?
I'm really excited for this video, actually.
Okay, yeah. So we've been... I will do a shout out to one of our good customers. His name is Bill Beechler. He's been asking me on Facebook for data on like what sells and what sells the best and stuff like that, because there are some end of year lists, the best movies, the best TV shows, and some stores around the country have done, best selling comics and graphic novels and stuff like that. So I've never really done that, but he bothered me enough that I wanted to do this video and sift through the data. I mean, I always look at it at the end of the year just to see and stuff like that, but it's always kind of interesting to take a look at that stuff and see what sold well and what didn't and that kind of thing. So we're going to do our end of the year list. We're only going to talk about comics and graphic novels. Let me say right up front that I spent about 2.5-3 hours compiling this data because I've got 3 stores and comics especially, man, with the multiple covers and stuff.
That
took
tough.
a lot of Excel spreadsheeting to do, but I did get some stuff, so this will be fun. So we're gonna go through. I don't think going through the data, I don't think there's a ton of surprises in what people would think. So we're gonna let you guess a little bit on what you think sold the best, and then I'll let you know. But I think there's some interesting outliers that I do want to talk about, like what sold better than I think people may think, or something like that.
Like
so
non-Marvel DC, or
well, maybe a little bit of a little bit of both. Cool. So we'll see. All right. So downtowncomics.com is the place to go to check out everything, and like, sharing, and subscribing is always appreciated. And if you want to put in the comments what your favorite stuff of the year was, especially if it was something that's not part of what we're talking about. So maybe something that wasn't in the top 10 or whatever we're going to do, kind of thing. So that would be interesting. What was your favorite? All right. So do you want to do comics or graphic novels first?
Let's go comics first.
Comics first. Okay. So I'll just throw it out there. What would be your thoughts on what the best-selling comic? And remember, I tried my best to... Well, a couple caveats. Number one, I tried my best to combine all the covers. And that means all the printings, too, technically, right? Sure. But I will also say it would have to have been released in 2025. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm going to say right now that Absolute Batman #1 came out in 2024.
Okay, that's right.
So I'm just going to leave that there. So it had to have come out to count. Uh-huh. So there could be an instance where a really good selling book, it's kind of like the Avatar movies, right? Mm-hmm. They made $2 billion or whatever, but they count for the year it came out, not for the year. So Avatar is going to be on the 2026 maybe if it makes enough money. Mm-hmm. It could actually be on a list of top movies of 2026, even though it released in 2025, so it doesn't count.
Yeah,
right?
I see. So, that makes sense.
So, I mean, there's not many of those, obviously, but for sure. Just a big one. Okay, so with that in mind, what do you think the best-selling single-issue comic of the year was?
I gotta say it's still Absolute Batman, right?
Yeah, but you gotta give me an issue.
An issue. Oh,
yeah. So the other caveat would be, it's possible that because I didn't order enough, like maybe I could have sold a ton more of certain books, right? So it's you're not going to get any numbers from me, but it's based on our store sales, right? So there is. Yeah, I can only say that there is, a limit. Like I may have just sold out and then I wasn't able to get any more, and then that's it, So, I mean, it maybe could have been higher on the list if I'd have gotten more. So I guess,
Okay.
Using all that, so...
I would say, so the reprintings that came out of Absolute Batman #1 this year.
Yeah.
Between that or maybe I can't remember which issue it was, but the start of the Bane story arc. Okay.
Well, just pick an issue. I'll tell you right now, it's not Absolute Batman.
What?
No, it's not Absolute Batman.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah, go figure.
Wow. Okay.
All right. So I will say, let's start with this, okay? Out of the top 25, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 issues of Absolute Batman are in the top 25.
Wow.
So half the list of the best-selling comics
Jeez.
in our stores. This is combined, by the way. All right, for comics, I combined all 3 stores, right? So basically, I mean, there could have been, minor differences, but basically, if one issue sold well, they kind of sold well at all the stores.
Oh, okay. Sure.
So almost half of the top 25 issues is Absolute Batman. So if you want to know what's driving at least our stores now, it's Absolute Batman, right? Okay. All right. So that's that. What else? Any other choices?
Okay, so you said it's not. So number 1's not Absolute Batman.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay. Wow.
I'll let you know that the top selling comic for us has Batman in it. How about that?
Okay. Well, I gotta say, World's Finest.
Oh God, that's not even close.
Oh, that's not even close.
I mean,
okay.
Is World's Finest even on this? You know
But
what?
it
I
has
could
Batman
probably
in
do
it.
some searches, but no, World's Finest is not. Yeah,
Huh.
yeah. So no,
So there's Batman,
no.
World's Finest. Holy crap!
You're gonna kick yourself.
Oh, I'm
okay.
for sure.
All right. Well, let me tell you something else. Okay, out of the top 25.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Out of the top 25, Batman is in 24 of them. So the top 25 comics sold this year has Batman in it. There's only one comic that was in my top 25 that did not have Batman in it.
I gotta say, what's another one? Immortal Legend Batman?
No,
Dang it!
You're way off.
Way
You're
off.
Thinking,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, out of is that crazy? That how big of a character Batman
insane.
is? Yeah, I part of me does wish that I had. I mean, I could look up the data for past years and kind of see, but Batman is absolutely destroying it right now. So yes, out of the top 25, every single one but one has Batman in it. And you want to know what the one that doesn't have it?
Which one?
Is Absolute Superman number 3.
Really?
Absolute Superman number 3. Now, I do think this is one of those caveats, right?
Mm-hmm.
Absolute Superman 3, like a lot of the Absolutes, was where I finally said, well, screw it. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to order a crap ton because I don't know where that number is, right? When we order number 1s, you could Monday morning quarterback and say, well, of course it's going to sell, of course it's going to sell great. And it's going to be the greatest thing since sliced bread. Yeah. That's just not how it works, right? I mean, ultimately you have to pick a number. And even though that number may be high, there is a number where it's like, well, this would be a ludicrous number, right? And I mean, I don't know. The way we run our business is, a lot of times we don't go ludicrous, right?
Okay.
Ludicrous speed.
Even for absolutes?
But did we not? I mean,
well, that's
again,
true. Yeah,
I mean,
very beginning.
There's no. I mean, there's never. So, but I will say that once you do have a certain idea, then you adjust, right? And so, Absolute Superman 3 was definitely an issue where seeing the absolutes in general, and it was because big, we went, okay, let's just order big, kind of thing. And it was the same with probably Absolute Batman 3 and Absolute, Wonder Woman 3. Those were probably the first, 3 issues. But wasn't Absolute Superman first? I'm trying to remember which was released first. Was Absolute Superman released first?
I think it was Batman. Right?
Was it? I don't know. Part of me wants to say it was Absolute Superman was released first, but I don't know. But anyway, yes. So Absolute Superman 3 edged in the top 25, edging out Absolute Flash number 1.
Okay.
So Absolute Flash number 1 got close, but it was 26 on my list.
Really?
26 on my list, which is still really good.
Yeah.
I mean that's really good.
I get that.
All right. So,
man,
another stat on the top 25 comics.
Oh man.
There was technically only one Marvel book in the top 25.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it a Spider-Man one?
It was not.
It was not.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay.
Well, because what was the other thing I said? I said that Batman was in 24 out of the 25
right.
book.
Wait a second.
So what's the only Marvel book that
the
Batman was in?
Deadpool. Gosh dang it! Wow. So that.
Yeah.
I guess that doesn't surprise me. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the only
Yeah.
Marvel book in the top 25 this year of our sales. Again, this is
Whoa,
not,
so that's-
this is not the country or the world or whatever, was the Marvel DC Deadpool Batman, which came in 5th actually though. That came in 5th. Yes.
Oh, on the list.
on the list. Yeah. So it
Really?
wasn't number 1.
Oh.
It was 5th. Now, again, I will say that probably again was, I bet I could have gotten it higher because the number, oh, you know what? Hold on a second. So I apologize. I've got this thing starting at 3, so obviously I'm looking wrong. So hold on a second. So that would be 2 left, so 27. Okay, sorry. The top 25, I apologize. Absolute Superman was on the... Absolute Flash did make the list. So I'm sorry, I was looking at it wrong. So, because I had the number 1 book starting at number 3, so I should have looked at number 27.
Oh, okay,
that's my
sure.
fault. Yeah. So, okay, so apologies. Let's go back. 2 out of the top 25 did not have Batman in it.
Oh, but still, my gosh.
Yes, and then
Yeah.
the 2 that were non-Batman were both DC. Absolute Superman number 3 and Absolute Flash number 1. So Absolute Flash came in at 24th.
24th. Okay.
Yeah, 24th place. And again, out of the top 25, only 1 Marvel book, and that was
Boy,
Deadpool Batman.
DC just wrecked the year.
Yeah.
Like, they
Yeah, so
took it.
DC absolutely wrecked it. So the
Man.
first true Marvel book, do you want to guess what the first Marvel book was?
That
I mean,
made
that's
the
not
list.
Batman Deadpool.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
just a Marvel character, so not a crossover.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to guess what the first one? And it wasn't in the top 25. It was actually 26th. It was 26th.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that. Man, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd guess this. So again, it's probably a case of, it's a case of us being more confident in the sales of a
sure.
particular item. So it was Ultimate Wolverine 1 for us.
Really?
Was the first Marvel
Okay.
title that hit the top. Well, it hit number 26, but it was the highest. It was the highest Marvel book, but it wasn't the highest core Marvel because that was technically the Ultimate Universe, right?
So it's not, yeah.
So, what do you think the best-selling core Marvel book? So that's a character, that's a core book that's not an Ultimate book. What do you think that one was?
That didn't make the top 20?
Yeah, it
Okay.
would have been, let's see, that'd be, it would have been number 33rd on the list. 33rd on the list was the first core Marvel title.
Was it Amazing Spider-Man?
It was.
It was?
Amazing
Okay,
Spider-Man
gotcha. Okay.
number 1.
Yeah.
Amazing Spider,
Okay.
the relaunch of Amazing Spider-Man. this
Which,
year.
I mean, I guess that, that makes sense.
Yeah. So that was the first one. It did not make the top 25. So yes, not to bury the lead, but the number 1 selling book for us this year was the DC Marvel Batman Deadpool.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, the Marvel, I like I said, I think the Marvel Deadpool Batman could have very well been there or been even greater.
Yeah.
We ordered a ludicrous amount of them,
sure.
and it still
Yeah.
sold out. Like, even we didn't
Jeez.
understand how psyched people were for this.
Yeah.
And then obviously we knew that going into the DC version,
Mm-hmm.
so we upped our orders, and then it sold, really well. So yeah, it wouldn't have shocked me that if I'd have gone even extra ludicrous,
Yeah.
that it would have it would have sold.
But you sold out of the Batman Deadpool too?
No,
Oh,
we
okay.
still have. Yeah, so we were about right on the Batman
nice.
Deadpool. Yeah, because we
Okay.
still have some on the shelf.
Uh-huh.
Even though they are second printing the book, we still have a few copies left around the company.
Okay.
So yeah, we were right on with the number, but I'm sure we probably could have gotten the Marvel version there. So in second place, though, so the first core DC book was in second place was Batman #1, the relaunch.
Oh, the Matt Fraction?
Yeah, the Matt Fraction one. So yeah, so it was an absolute.
That's
it was
awesome.
actually so Batman #1 actually sold a lot better than the absolute books. Now granted, the absolute books I'm continually selling out and restocking with reprints. So I don't know. It's conceivable that I probably would have gotten there because obviously even now, with back issues being what they are, if I still had copies of first prints of Absolute Batman on the shelf, it wouldn't take much for them to sell. So again, this is all scale. So what do these numbers mean exactly? I don't know. It just, a lot of it has to do with the way that we order and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Batman. So yeah, the top three were the DC version, Batman Deadpool, then Batman #1, then the Marvel Deadpool Batman. Then number 4 was KO #1.
Oh,
that just
right.
came out.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that
okay.
did very well. Yeah, KO #1, yeah. And then, like I said, out of the top 25, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Actually, so 13, because the Absolute Batman Annual snuck in as the 25th book, now that I've done the list correctly.
Yeah.
So still half is Absolute Batman. The other one, so the issues of Batman, the relaunch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, wait. I'm sorry. #1's on there. Okay, I'm sorry. No, coming in at... the top-selling Absolute Batman issue that we actually have was the latest one at 15 with Joker.
Oh, okay.
That one was. So Absolute Batman #1, like I said, launched in 2024 technically. So even though the reprints are on this list somewhere, obviously it's not going to make it up for, the lack of sales. So
That's true. Yeah.
So the top-selling Absolute Batman was the first Joker one here.
Okay. Yeah.
And then the very close by also Batman 158. So the first issue of the Hush storyline in the previous Batman issue was also in the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was 6. It was 6. Batman 158.
And that's over now, isn't it?
Nope.
No,
still going.
Still going.
Still
Okay.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So like I said, Batman dominates. Like literally. Yeah, because I'm counting DC KO2. I don't know if DC KO2 has come in the top 25.
It did. Okay.
As well.
That's
awesome. So I don't know if Batman was in it though. So technically, if Batman wasn't in that one, there's only 3 comics that Batman wasn't in the top 25 this year.
Gee whiz.
So yeah, it's nuts. All right, so some other thing is, I'll let you guess. So we've got, so the first Marvel book was an Ultimate book, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was not in the top 25. The first core Marvel book was Amazing Spider-Man #1, the relaunch. What do you think was the first non-Marvel, non-DC title?
Ooh.
And it came in at... It came in at 35. So pretty close to the top 25.
I gotta go with a solid Battle Beast.
You are correct.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
Invincible Universe Battle Beast #1.
I'm surprised that wasn't higher up on the list, to be honest.
I mean, it sold a lot.
Yeah.
Was there anything else under here? Let's see. Some other ones. Again, a lot of absolutes. Absolute Martian Manhunter #1 did very well in the top. It would be in the top 50. Mm-hmm. Going to the top 50, you've got Ultimate Spider-Man shows up in the top 50 a couple times. The One World Under Doom, #1, came in the top 50.
Really?
So that crossover came in the top 50. Yeah, and these are like super close. Like once you get here, we're talking about a couple. There's between. I would say the top. The top 3, has a pretty big gap. But then, in the top 25, you're only talking about a matter of maybe, I don't know, maybe 10% of the copies sold difference,
yeah.
right? So it could be literally we could, it's today. I only did the numbers through, like there was still a week left, like I did it, like over the weekend.
Right.
So literally if I did it now, some of these things could have sold enough copies to actually go over, But yeah, so One World Under Doom showed up. Some other one is, let's see. Oh, also in the top 50 books. I mean, and this is something that Marvel's going to hopefully be dealing with, but in the top 50, there's only one non-Marvel, non-DC book, right? So that was that Battle Beast, top 50. Only 6 Marvel books in the top 50.
Ouch.
The rest are DC.
Oh, man.
And I don't know a world where that has ever, like, I mean, if you go back even like 3 years, it's probably all Marvel, no DC. It's like, so and
we're
then,
flip-flopping.
And then, I mean, if you'd have gone back into the 90s,
mm-hmm.
there was no DC books in the 90s. It was all X-Men and Spider-Man. So, I mean, so it's not like this is unheard of, but this is DC's time right now. Yeah, they are killing it.
Which actually is funny because I had a friend that went to Pennsylvania last week, and he stopped at a gas station, and lo and behold, he sent me a photo of this like display that they have of DC comics that gas stations are selling now. I'm like, what? That's So because I had to zoom in, I was like, is that just DC? And
right.
So,
that's in the top 50. Other things that I noticed here. Another good seller for us was the first issue of the relaunch of Fantastic Four, to tie in with the movie.
Oh, yes.
Sold very well. Top 50 for that book, which, FF hasn't been that high in forever. So, good launch on their part there. I will say the crossovers with Marvel, with Godzilla and the Predator did really well. Those were in the top. They were right there at the top 50. Definitely in the top 100 books. If we look a little bit farther down, a lot of those crossovers doing really well. A book that did really well for us, but also one of the reasons was because we had that signing, was that Marvel Rivals.
Oh, right.
Number one, right? We had the writer in for that. And so, that sold extremely well. But I think a lot of it did have... I mean, I think it still sold well regardless, but obviously having the writer there pushed a lot more copies through the door. So that was in the top 100. Other than that, I mean, it is dominated by Ultimate titles, Absolute titles.
But mainly DC.
Still, and One World, there's not... here's another thing. So the first technically... So to show you that it's for DC, though, it's very top-heavy in the Absolute stuff. What do you think was the first technically non-Absolute DC book to show up? Yeah, and this one comes in not even in the top, barely in the top 100. Comes in at 88.
Whoa!
And I'm not even going to call it this is a one-shot also.
Oh,
it's a one-shot, and it ties into KO, so I'm not even really sure you can count it as like a core DC title.
Yeah.
So I won't let you guess. It's the Omega Axe special, that Justice League.
Wow. Yeah.
That led right into KO. That was top 100, and that technically is it technically not? Because I mean, it's also kind of an Absolute book.
Right.
So to go down, the first core, what do you think the first core DC book that sneaks in right under, it's number 94th.
Wow, 94th.
So it's top 100, but if you really think about it, DC's got a non-Absolute problem. Like if they were thinking of canceling the Absolute titles anytime soon, they probably shouldn't. They should cancel everything else.
Yeah.
So what do you think? What title do you think made it in the top 100? That was a core DC book.
I'd say it's probably one of the Superman.
You're close.
Close. Okay. Let's see. Not Supergirl.
I mean, I guess I'm sorry. I guess the Batman is a core DC book. I guess a non-Batman. So I'm gonna
non-Batman.
Sorry, non-Batman core DC book. I'm making a lot of caveats, but yeah.
Oh, was it the?
Not Superman, but
Is it Supergirl?
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Supergirl #1, the relaunch.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, got into the top 100.
Well, that's cool. I like that. All right.
So the top 100 is basically dominated by Ultimate titles, Absolute titles, crossovers, so either Marvel, DC, or Godzilla, Predator, Marvel, that kind of, crossover things.
Mm-hmm.
One World Under Doom, and then just a smattering of like Amazing Spider-Man and Fantastic Four issues. Like it's really dominated by those other sub, titles and stuff like that. So,
wow.
So yeah,
Okay.
So yeah, that is basically the top 100.
Yeah, I guess everything makes sense. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So, but surprising. Yeah, I mean, kind of surprising at how strong the top is dominated by Batman. I guess is the big. It just in all facets, just dominated by Batman, and then
I feel like Batman probably has he dominated like forever?
Well, he's always been DC's biggest character.
Yeah,
yes, certainly. Yeah, so there's no question there. But I'm just
that's
but I'm saying the difference between a Batman title in a just a core Batman title and a core anything else DC is pretty big.
Yeah,
it's pretty wide.
Huge.
So
okay.
So yeah. So there you go.
All right,
I don't know. Any other questions you had? I
will say what will be interesting is in 2026. Seeing how Batman Deadpool was #1 this year, I wonder what Superman Spider-Man will do.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. And again, the more info we have, the safer we feel about our order. So, I mean, success breeds just trying to replicate that success. So, obviously, again, like I said, the Marvel version of Deadpool Batman, we did pick a number that was, for us, really, really high, and it even did better than we thought, right? So, that allows us to take chances on the DC version, which will allow us to take some chances maybe on the Superman Spider-Man. We'll see how it does, but so you can never truly tell how well a book would have sold, had, and then of course you count in the reprints. So a lot of the Absolute Batman, they sneak in because the reprints count as the total sales, where some of these other books, they sell out. They maybe get a second print, but I mean, these Absolute Batmans are getting 5th, 6th, 7th prints, right? Which just gives them more. But you could also say, hey, if we'd have ordered more, we'd have probably sold more of the first,
That's
first print.
true.
So I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, so that's the data for comic books, So and like I said, those numbers are there's some relativity there. So, but I'm sure across the country, other stores would probably say similar things, but then they may have outliers and stuff like that. But I think graphic novels are more interesting because those are more straightforward in the terms of the numbers. All right, so let's go to graphic novels now, which I said is more of a straightforward, like, how did this do? We, with graphic novels, obviously we reorder when we sell through. So as long as they're in print, they get the sales. Now I will say that some of these books may have sold better, but there was outages during the year. I will specify a couple of them that I know for sure we could have sold more copies, but then the company ran out and weren't able to get them back in stock.
Oh boy.
And so even though they did well, they probably could have been higher up on the list.
Okay, sure.
But because you think that sometimes a customer comes in looking for the book, we don't have it, they go somewhere else and get it. Now it's possible they were patient and waited and then got it from us anyway, but you never know on that kind of stuff.
That's true, for sure.
So I have a list of the best-selling graphic novels that sold, and again, this is a combination of all three stores. Now this is where comics are different. Comics, it's usually like if a book is selling well at one store, it sells well at another store. It's just the amounts, I guess, depending on the customer base. Here, though, you get a situation where certain stores sell certain things better than others. So I will highlight a couple that I thought were interesting that you may not think about. Sold well, but mostly their numbers were generated by one store. Not all three stores, right? Sure. So it's not necessarily the same. So, all right. So first off, I got a long list, and again, some of these graphic novels have been in print for years. So it only counts the amount they sold this year.
This year, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So because it
Gotcha.
used to be, the funny thing was that Watchmen used to be very high up on the list of graphic
Whoa,
novels for a
really?
lot of stores for decades. You
Oh
know,
my gosh.
same thing with Batman: The Killing Joke, because it was
Okay.
always in print, it was always
Yeah.
selling. You know, and so yeah.
Watchmen,
so you
I would
still
never
so
have
you
thought.
still get some of that stuff, and there's a couple here
Mhm.
that have been in print for decades, even that are still in our top 20, 25 books. So,
Wow. Okay.
all right,
That's gonna make it more difficult.
all right, so in the top 10, all right, the top 10,
All right.
we've got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait. Yes, in the top 10, 8 of them are DC, and only 2 are Marvel.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I guess I
Okay.
can't say it
In the
surprises
top
me,
10.
but
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
what do you think was the best-selling graphic novel?
probably Absolute Batman.
You are correct.
Yeah, okay,
Yes, Absolute Batman was the best-selling graphic novel, and it was only out for like a month or so, right? It came out
Right,
in
yes.
like November, so
Yeah.
I mean 2 months or
2 months,
whatever.
yeah.
So yeah, definitely. And even though there wasn't technically an outage, we were having problems in terms of getting them in quick enough, right?
Oh, sure, yeah.
So the turnover was so great, we weren't able to it wasn't always on the rack. It was
Mhm.
like a couple days we'd be out, and then the next order would come in. So
Wow.
I think it probably could have sold better. We
Mhm.
kind of that was our fault. We just didn't have enough and couldn't quite get them back in quick enough. So, okay. So yes, that was number 1. Another question is, out of the top 10, I would say, the top 10, 3 were absolutes.
Three
So
absolutes, okay.
yeah, so Absolute Superman and Absolute Wonder Woman made the list in the top 10.
Yep.
Okay.
That makes sense.
I will also say that the brand new format of the DC Compact
Yeah.
made a big difference this year.
I bet it did.
So
yeah.
that format had 4 of the top 10 were a DC Compact.
Holy
So yeah,
smokes.
so
Okay.
if you don't know, people out there, so the DC Compact format was a new format where DC shrunk the print size down to a digest size and then reprinted some of their more famous stories for $10.
Yeah,
And so that was
that's unbeatable.
a huge hit.
That's
And
unbeatable.
so 4 volumes made the top 10. So it was the Court of Owls, the Batman Court of Owls,
Yeah.
All-Star Superman,
Okay.
Batman Hush, and Superman Batman.
Okay.
The Superman Batman.
Nice,
Yeah,
yeah.
the 2003 series, I want to say,
Yeah.
of Superman Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those
Nice.
4 were in the top 10. And if you go to the top 25, you can add the Batman Long Halloween, Kingdom Come, and Superman Birthright.
So is that those compacts? Are those ones that you guys have ordered up on a lot? Because you're like, okay, this is
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, all of them do well, but obviously the ones that are Superman, Batman related are doing the best.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah.
Especially
So again, Marvel has countered with their Marvel Premiere format. So
Right.
for them, theirs are at 15, but their print size is slightly bigger.
Right.
So I would
Yeah.
say, because I have had some, not complaints, but I've had some people resist the compacts, especially older, because the print size is small enough where, if you have some eye, reading problems, it is a little small.
So for younger.
So Marvel print size is a little bit bigger format, so that it's a little bit easier to read.
Yeah, okay.
And of course, but it's $15. So, but their format is newer. They didn't start until when? I think they've put their first one out over the summer, I want to say.
Oh, was it?
And
that
they
recent?
really haven't done. They've only done like 6 total, and I
Mhm.
don't think they've been in the marketplace long enough. So
Yeah.
we'll see how they do next year as they get more and more out, because I think as more people see them and stuff, I think hopefully we'll see an increase in theirs. But the one that made the top 10 was the first one, the Daredevil Born Again.
Oh, yeah.
So
okay.
that
yeah.
one made the top 10.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. So you've got an absolute. You've got 3 absolutes. You've got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 compacts, 1 Marvel premiere. So what do you think was the best-selling graphic novel of the year that was not a compact and not an absolute book?
Oh, wow.
And it came in at number 7.
Okay.
And this is also the one that was out of stock for at least, I want to say a month, maybe a month and a half. So I think it could have been even higher on the list, no problem.
Really?
If I could have kept it in stock.
And did you say it's Marvel?
I did not say whether it was Marvel or DC.
Okay, gotcha, okay.
So.
Okay, not absolute, not the compact premiere one. Ooh, man, that's tough. That's really tough. I gotta imagine that it's DC though.
It is?
Yeah, okay. So let's see. No, that didn't come out this year. Is that Supergirl related, is it?
It is.
Oh my gosh, is it The Woman of Tomorrow? Or
World of Tomorrow. Woman of Tomorrow. Yes.
That's right.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's
because I was thinking that originally didn't come out last year or this year, did it? Or did it?
I think it did come out earlier in the year.
Oh,
but
it
once
did. Okay.
I think so. Yeah. Well, it was in hardcover. I don't. Yeah. Either way, like I said, this only calculates sales during this year. If it came out in 2024, well, great, it sold more.
That doesn't make sense.
But yeah. And we were out for, like I said, once that Supergirl trailer I think hit, or during the Superman summer, when it got big, or maybe I don't know exactly when, but there was a good month and a half we couldn't get it in, so I think it would have sold a lot better. I mean, it's back in now, but there was that time. So because the difference, like I said, the difference between like the number 10 and the number 5 is like. Not very many copies. So, could have easily. So that came in at number 7. And then lastly, what do you think the number 1 selling, the only Marvel one? There's only one Marvel, or no, 2. It was 2 Marvels. The Marvel premiere was Daredevil Born Again. Mm-hmm. The only other Marvel one to make the top 10. What do you think that one was?
That's gonna be okay. I'd say maybe Spider-Man related.
It is?
Is it? Okay.
Yep.
I gotta say Ultimate Spider-Man.
It is.
Okay.
But it's actually volume 2 of Ultimate Spider-Man.
Really? Not volume 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think, yeah, I mean, it could be for various reasons, but a lot of times, like I said, Ultimate Spider-Man 1, more people jumped into the book, and so maybe they switched to doing it by trades after the fact. There's a lot of things that go into it, and I think Ultimate Spider-Man 1
did it come up
just didn't make. I mean, it didn't.
Huh.
It's on the list at 14.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like it's just not in the top 10, and like I said, the numbers they're virtual ties in those books. So, I mean, but yeah. So technically, though, for us. Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 2 sold a couple more copies than Ultimate Spider-Man 1.
Oh, okay.
So, but they're basically the same. So, so only out of the top 10, only 2 Marvels.
Wow.
Okay.
Jeez.
But, I mean,
seeing a recurring theme here.
but given the compact and the price point, you would expect that's to, huge. And
those compacts are really good for bringing new readers, I feel like.
So I will say, what do you think now? What is the best-selling non-Marvel DC graphic novel that sold? It came in the top 15.
Oh, actually. No kidding.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And there was only one. There was only one in the top 15, and there was only there was a couple. There was a couple in the top 25, so maybe 3 or 4 in the top 25.
Are we going with Battle Beast again?
You can, but no.
Oh, dang it.
That one, I don't think it has been out long enough, and I think the amount of the ability, since it's a mini series, and the fact
Oh.
that we pretty much had them all. I don't think it's really been out long enough to catch on. Like it just
Oh, okay.
I mean, I think the people that wanted it got it, and I just so I feel like later on down the road, especially those people that were buying up the regular Invincible ones, like when the next season of
Oh.
Invincible comes in, they may
Yeah.
come in looking for more Invincible and say, well, you got all the Invincible, but here's this new mini series. They'll probably end up buying that.
Yeah.
They're looking for something new. But right
Yeah,
now, I
yeah.
think, So no, it's actually Rook Exodus.
That was going to be my second choice.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
I get it.
Now, I will say I'll give
So good.
myself a pat on the back for this one.
Oh, shoot. okay.
I've hand sold more of those than...
Holy crap.
yeah,
That's
so
amazing.
I've been pushing that one hard. I really
Nice.
liked it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's
again,
a great book.
that number, the graphic novels can be... The sales on those can be affected by the people selling them.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So at
Yeah.
any store, people are always looking for recommendations and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And so you could get certain stores that are like, I really like this book, and so that can affect the numbers.
Nice.
So
well, I'm glad it was that one. Then.
but so that is the first non-Marvel DC. That
Nice.
came in at number 13 for
Okay,
the
so we're
year.
still top
But
20.
again, very these numbers are so tight. There's
Mm.
ties and stuff like that. So even within this, it could be within one copy of something else that's maybe even 10 down the list. So,
yeah.
a couple other interesting ones. So the other Ultimate books, Ultimate Invasion and Ultimates, sold very well. They were in the top
Okay.
20.
Let's see that.
The Invincible Compendium, even though it's been around,
Oh wow!
but every time
Well,
a new season
I
of
guess
Invincible
that's-
comes
yeah.
out,
And you had Battle
you get
Beast
new
too,
people.
so
You get new
not this year.
people coming in. So the first Invincible Compendium sold really well, and then. So what do you think is? I'm going to go the caveat. What do you think the best-selling legacy graphic novel? So we talked about how a graphic novel has been in print for multiple years,
Mhm.
right?
Mm.
So this one, the one that sold the best, that's been in print the longest, and it came in at number 15, so really
Holy
high.
crap.
What do you think that was?
That's a tough one.
It is.
Yeah.
I will say it's Batman related here. That's
Okay,
that's my
Batman.
thing. It's Batman
That doesn't
related.
surprise me.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's not a compact; those don't count because they've been only in print
Oh,
this
right.
year, right? So,
It's
but it is.
supposed to be
I will say, I'll give you a hint. It's a story that is been compacted. So even though there's a compact $10 version of it, we still sold a bunch of the regular priced version in the big print.
Okay. Was it Batman Hush?
Close.
Close. Okay. Batman Hush.
It's the other big one.
Kingdom Come.
Well,
No,
no, that's
no,
not. Well,
not
I mean,
Kingdom
even
Come.
though Batman's related, it's
Well,
it's Long Halloween.
Oh, Long Halloween.
Long
Yes.
Halloween.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So Long Halloween.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, which has been in print for God knows how many.
Oh my gosh.
2 decades now.
Yeah.
And
it still made list
so
of
you've got
15.
that. Okay,
Boy.
so let's go into the more interesting ones that I found. So again, sometimes sales are determined by the store itself, not by the company.
Okay. Sure.
So the one book that stood out that I couldn't even believe how often it sold, but it only sold at the downtown store. So I don't think that this book sold a copy at
What?
North or West.
Holy
Okay.
crap.
So and it's basically every store has its own kind of life force, I
Yeah,
guess,
right.
because where it is, the kind of customer base it gets. So our downtown store is much different than our suburban stores because our downtown store gets people from all over the country.
Yeah, I
Like
can
that
see
come
that.
into town. So
Yeah.
we sell the craziest stuff at our downtown stores, but we also
man.
stock kind of the craziest stuff at our
Mm.
downtown store, right? Because we
Okay.
get such a wide customer base, like they just come into town for the weekend or something,
Mhm.
and they're from Canada or Wisconsin or
yeah.
Florida or I don't know, Elkhart, Indiana, whatever. It's a book called Hidden Systems, which
Really?
is basically a graphic novel about the way. I think it's about how the way like the water systems and the electrical grid work. So it's more like a true to life, like explaining how all that stuff in the background of how our world works actually functions.
Okay.
So like how our water system works, how our electrical grid works. I'm pretty sure that's what it's about. But it's not like a superhero comic or anything. It's just a informational graphic novel, which do really well down there. We've always sold these graphic novels that come out that are more about like, you know, like there's one that is just about the Constitution of the United States. It's just like a graphic novel. Here's the Constitution, going through all the different, you know, the Bill of Rights and all the different articles and explaining them, but more in like a graphic novel form, you know, that kind of thing. Cool. So yeah, there's all these like nonfiction type graphic novels that are out there. You know, so yeah, Hidden Systems, yeah.
Huh. And that came out in
top 20. Top 20. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
okay.
Figure, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Huh. So you've got that. Another interesting one was Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees.
That makes sense.
That one is in the top 25.
Yeah, nice.
And I know nothing about it other than it's popular. Because I'm not a horror guy. And it looks like Winnie the Pooh is something.
Right.
But yeah. But whatever that is, it sold extremely well. Another interesting one was Jeff the Shark is very popular. And his book, It's Jeff, graphic novel, is in the top 25.
Holy crap.
So that was in the
I
top
would have
25.
never guessed that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
A couple other ones. Another one that did extremely well because of the One World Under Doom. There was a graphic novel called Books of Doom that came out that did extremely well. But most of the sales were concentrated in the Caston location.
Okay.
So weirdly, it did very well there, but not so well in the other two places.
Huh.
So yeah, so that was interesting. A couple of other ones that I thought were interesting. The Tom King Nightwing, the first volume of that.
Yeah,
extremely popular.
I feel like Nightwing this year has really become popular.
It doesn't do well, and that's, you know, there's a lot of books that don't necessarily sell well on the rack.
Yeah.
But do very well in trades. And I think Nightwing is definitely a character that does well in trades.
Nightwing is like in what, like 120, 130, something like that?
Yeah. But especially the Tom King run, especially, because not the whole Nightwing run you can't get anymore. So only the Tom King one right now is the only one still in print. And even that one goes in and out of print all the time. It's every time one of the volumes I can't get, and then it comes back. So I'm assuming that this year they will start reprinting them in thicker, because a lot of times they'll let the smaller ones go out of print at some point, then they'll reprint them in thicker ones. Okay. So at some point the Tom King run will probably get a book like the Tom King Batman run now. So if you want to read that Tom King Batman run, you got to buy it in the thick books. The small ones are out of print.
Oh, okay. So not the omnibus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, not even an omnibus yet. No, we're not talking about omnibus. We're talking about, I don't know what to call it. It's like, because they got compendiums, which are super thick. This is like half of a compendium.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I don't think they have a word for it yet. I'm sure they'll come up with a moniker for it. Another interesting one that did very well was Power Fantasy. That
I have been collecting that one, yeah. But oddly enough, I haven't read any of it.
Yeah, Volume 1 doing very well. Nice. So that was in the top 30. Another one, Something is Killing the Children, still a powerhouse. Oh my gosh, Volume 1, even though that's been out quite a while. Yeah. Still in the top
now they
top 50.
Might be getting a show now.
Yeah, so that would be nice. Yeah. And they did just come out with, that one did just get a thicker one. Yeah, so now you can get like the first two in one instead of 1 and 2. Yeah. Even though I think 1 and 2 are still available. Another interesting one that it came across when I did the numbers was the one series who has a consistent, because sometimes you get an inconsistency from volume to volume. So maybe volume 1 of a title sells really, really well, but then volume 2 and 3, there's a drop off. Like a big, thick drop off. Okay. So, like, a good example of this over the years has been Bone. Do you know what Bone is? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. For years and years, we would sell a ton of Bone Volume 1. but we would almost sell. If you looked at the numbers, it was ridiculous between the amount of 2s and 3s because it was a 9-volume series, right?
Yeah.
And we'd sell just a ton of volume 1s, but very little 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s. And the only thing that we can figure is that either A, they read it and they didn't really like it, so they didn't come back. But more than likely, B, was the fact that most libraries stock Bone now. Especially even school libraries. Bone has been kind of a mainstay of the middle school library system, and then of course the regular library system. So we figured that they buy one, and if their kids like it, they just go to the library and check out the rest of them. You know? So that's a weird example, but in regular superhero terms, you do sometimes get that. Well, Transformers, the new Transformers book.
Oh yeah,
almost identical sales on all 3 volumes. The first 3 volumes,
Huh.
Yeah, so it seems like that there are a lot of people reading it in trade, is what it means.
Yeah,
like there's a consistent trade market that people just decided, I'm just going to buy the trades.
I could see that now.
And in the top, all 3 in the top 50. The other one you mentioned, which was shocking to me because I didn't think it sold that well this year, was Kingdom Come, the regular version of Kingdom Come, still in the top 50.
Holy crap. Yeah. I wonder why.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, it's probably, like I said, if someone came in and wanted hey, what's a good DC comic?
That's true.
I mean, I would actually give him Kingdom Come before Watchmen.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, I like Kingdom Come better than Watchmen. But that's just me personally. So I'm going to hand sell Kingdom Come versus Watchmen.
For sure.
Some other things that, even though, like I said, Kingdom Come has a DC compact, Batman Hush has a DC compact, we said Long Halloween has a DC compact, all of those, the regular version, still in the top 50. So still sell. Sure. So like I said, there are people that, even though there is this cheaper version, they don't like the fact that it's in that smaller print, would rather have just the regular version. Another interesting one, what do you think... This is a weird one. What do you think I guess It's Jeff counts as kind of like a all ages one. So
I would say
we'll count that. But what do you think the other top 50 all ages one? Like, so for years this would have been Bone, but Bone is kind of slowed down because it just has.
Yeah.
So what do you think the other big one for us that was like an all ages book? I don't think you're even going to come anywhere close to this, because I thought it was going to be Sonic.
Oh, sure.
Because we sell Sonic really well, but Sonic actually doesn't hit the list until it's in the top 100. But for some reason, it came out, it's actually more than a year old too, because the volume that sold well for us, it says it's the... Where is it? Sorry. Dang it. I just had it in front of me. Oh, there it is. It says it's the 2024 edition. So it's been out for more than a year. Was the Scooby-Doo's Greatest Hits.
Whoa, yeah, definitely novel.
Yeah.
That one might be above all that I would have gotten.
Yeah. Top 50.
Wow. Okay.
We know Minecraft is popular because there was a Minecraft book, even though there are so many. See, that's the problem. Some of these, I think, like Sonic, if you added up the Sonic volumes, because there's more than like 20 volumes of Sonic.
Oh my god!
So if you added all of them up, I bet as a group, Sonic is probably a really good seller overall. But because it's kind of random what people, because some people just come in and their kids want a Sonic one and they just pick one.
That's true.
Right? So it's more like as a group it sells really well, but any one volume is not going to sell enough because it's multiple things, right? It's not one thing. So Minecraft has that kind of thing where there's probably, there seemed like a billion different Minecraft stuff. But there was a Minecraft book in the top 50.
Wow.
Another oldie but a goodie was the Blackest Night saga.
Ooh,
was in the top 50. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
that was, that's kind of when I started, when Blackest Night first came out, that's when I started really reading comics. So,
the other thing was, we talked about Rook, but the same publisher does Geiger.
Yeah, so that was on
and
there.
and that was on there, and then
Nice.
Redcoat just missed the top 50, but I think
Oh,
that's just
yeah.
because it wasn't quite out long enough, you know.
I could see it,
So
yeah.
we'll see if that keeps up. But I've seen a lot of interest in Redcoats, yeah, especially because the movie that
Right.
it was optioned or something like that. You know,
Yeah.
it's like there's a bunch of other DC compact editions of the top 50. I think that was kind of where we are there. So some interesting
Nice.
titles I wasn't expecting.
Holy smokes.
There was in the top 100 there was still a volume of Saga that was still on there. The latest volume,
yeah.
the volume 12 of Saga. Saga was always like a huge seller for us when it was more current.
Yeah, I'm surprised that didn't get turned into a TV show.
Other interesting ones was again Watchmen, still in the top 100.
Jeez.
Just the regular version.
My gosh.
Another interesting Saga of the Swamp Thing, book one, the Alan Moore
Really?
Swamp Thing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's top
That's
100.
Cool. All right.
Another interesting one, Hellboy.
Really?
Yeah, his
Top
first
100.
omnibus, The Seed of Destruction, the main one, still top 100. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And there's really nothing Hellboy related, like movies, show,
No.
anything like that. So
No.
wow, all right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, a lot of Batman. Some other interesting ones just to wrap it up. We've got, and I think again this may just, I don't know what reason, but the Cyberpunk. We had a volume of they have tie-ins to that Cyberpunk game. Came out in comics, and the trades in the top 100. Yeah.
I never.
Bunch of the crossover stuff made it in. So Godzilla versus the Marvel Universe, the Predator versus Spider-Man, made in the top 100. But again, a lot of these you're talking about degrees. Just to kind of give you an idea, there was over 3,000 different graphic novels.
Oh.
that
Gee.
that we have data for.
Oh my
that sold at least one copy. So if that tells you how many.
Gee whiz.
So it doesn't take much.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Awesome.
Well,
that was
tops.
fun.
We'll see what the big thing is. I would expect the compacts, I think they're going to be releasing more. Obviously, I expect those still to do well.
For sure.
I would hopefully expect that as Marvel, the premiere, launches more and you get a bigger selection, that we may see some sales move up on some of those and stuff like that. I mean, usually things like, whatever the big books are, we'll see if the Invincible thing can continue. As long as they keep releasing new seasons, we seem to get new readers looking for the book. So we'll see that. I don't know what's coming out this year. Oh, with the Avengers Doomsday stuff? I don't know. Secret Wars was in the top 100.
Okay.
That was the 2015 Secret Wars, which we seem to be heading for is what's going to be the kind of the impetus for what they're doing in the Avengers movies coming up. So I think we'll see an increase in sales in that storyline. So I would assume that one may get into the top 25.
Is that still in print?
Yeah, still in print. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would think that would get in the top 25. But I don't know what the front runners, are going to be. Obviously the Absolutes.
Absolutes.
I would assume that they're all going to keep selling. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what the big. Like I said, there's always something new. Like Power Fantasy just kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
it's doing
that's
really
how I
well,
feel.
and Beneath the Trees also.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there's going to be something new this year that's going to take off that people are going to want to check out.
And I guess we'll see between the books and the graphic novels if DC can still claim the throne next year.
I mean, I think if anything's going to beat out, another, like I said, the compact editions clearly have the edge because of their price point.
Oh yeah.
So we're not talking about like overall, like in terms of, or something like that.
Yeah.
So, so they obviously have a leg up on any kind of number if you're just looking at quantity sold.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you know, you could break it down even more by price point or whatever and get a different kind of look at it. But there you go.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, thanks everyone. I
Yeah.
hope this was, I don't know, interesting.
Yeah,
To
it was
some
super fun
people
for us.
like numbers, but yeah, kind of fun. And we always like looking at the end of the year. So onward to 2026,
Mm-hmm.
and I hope stuff sells as well because I'm always that's why I'm still
You
around
really
to do these
are.
videos. So
Absolutely.
so keep buying those graphic novels and comics. So all right, well, thank you, James.
Yeah, thanks,
I
Mike. That was
appreciate
great.
taking this
That was
time.
fun, yeah.
All right, talk to you later. Bye, everyone. See you in 2026.